Well, what I thought was a really good example the other day, that people are responding to AI the same way they responded to computers in the second half, like when they came on the market, 60s, 70s, 80s, and so forth, where everyone's like, "Oh, this is going to take all of our jobs," and so forth. And
And
one could argue, yes, it did to some, but I would say by and large, it was more transformational. That's what I'm going for, right? On the workforce rather than completely, unemploying people. Additionally, I think that, and I think I mentioned it more than once, we're still in the, mess around phase where people are they're pushing it to the limits to learn how far they can push it. And the problem is, as they're doing that, there's a lot of collateral damage on individuals. And and people are like they're firing a bunch of people, then realizing, and then having to hire people back. And you're losing a lot of institutional knowledge. And I think the only way it's really going to accelerate, the only way the realization is really going to be accelerated is when big business realizes they're losing money because of it. Doesn't matter what happens to the little guy, right? Or you have a situation like we saw, I think it was the 70s or 80s, where someone used the computer incorrectly to configure the MRI machine. That's the one that shoots the radiation, right? MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. That's
The
magnets.
magnet one, yeah.
CRI, CT
CT.
scanner. And they were off by a couple of zero digits. They were basically killing people with radiation poisoning, and they killed multiple people before they realized, oh, the code is wrong, right? So either huge loss, serious loss of life that can make the news, or you're going to have a business really like, hit its knees, which in this day and age, there's probably going to be a bailout, but maybe they'll learn something on the way.
Yeah, I think it's a very similar level of misunderstanding and fear as when computers came out. I think that's a very good point. Or even like going back farther than that, it's changing industry similar to something like the printing press or
Yeah.
steam power or something like that. I mean, these technologies continually come up that are just change the way we do things. Doesn't end the world, it just restructures things a little bit.
James, that's a great, I love your example there. I mean, because then it's like if you were doing an SAT test, it could be like AI is to blank as printing press was to the medieval church, right?
Yeah.
Because when they started printing stuff, they're like, oh, don't do that. Don't let them read. Don't let them have access. We can't let them know as much as we do. And then there was that's what printing press helped make Lutheranism and stuff too.
Yeah.
To an extent. Holy cow. You should come back on more.
Yeah. And I think
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, it is a really good point. And I feel like we have this kind of like, we have almost like a mini industrial revolution like every 5 years now, right? We're like, depending on like what the word of the day is, right? When cloud computing came out, that was like a big thing, right? In recent years, then we had IoT come out, and that was like a big thing, and then we had blockchain was kind of like a fringe thing that happened, but it's still kind of going on, and then now it's like AI, then it was Google, really good search engines, then it was AI, and like it just seems like it's like these are tools for us to use and tools for us to help us do our jobs, maybe not so much replace it, and so